Good morning, students. I welcome you all in the class of English. Myself, Kamalnath. We are discussing the question answer this week of chapter 6 of Gulmohar, Feather Friend. This is the second video I am sharing with you. I am going to just share. In the first video, I discussed some of the question answers from understanding the text. That was question 1, 2, 3 and their subparts. And in this part, I am going to discuss some more questions next to that. You have already read this chapter, Feathered Friend. You have understood it. And so I hope that the exercises, all the questions that we are discussing will even clear all your doubts, all your nervousness or confusion. So let us see what is here in the next part of the question in understanding the text, and we will learn here some more questions. Here fourth one, as I told you, up to question number 3. In 3 was here 3 questions ABC we have done. Fourth one, it is first question of fourth. A, what was wrong with the air in the space station? Means the air that was in the space station in which they were breathing, what was wrong? What was here something wrong in the air? The portion of the oxygen in the air inside the space station had reduced drastically below the optimum level. Means what level of oxygen, what proportion of oxygen was required for the workers, for the crew members to breathe well, comfortably and to work there. That portion of oxygen had reduced, that portion had reduced drastically, and that was below the optimum level. That was what the wrong, that was lacking, and that was drastic. This had led the speaker to feel rather dizzy and the cannery to completely collapse. Due to this air fault in the air, the amount of oxygen had reduced, had only led the speaker to feel rather dizzy. He was feeling sluggish, he was feeling quite tired, lack of just energy. And even the canary, the bird, Claribel, had completely fainted. So let us see now another question. How did Claribel's unconsciousness state help the speaker understand what the problem was? Means in what way the unconsciousness state of a canary bird helped the speaker to understand what was the problem? Claribel was a canary. We all know canaries are known for the sensitivity to feel, to understand and to show the reaction to the presence of toxic gases. This is a specific here quality of canary bird. If there is any toxic gases in the air, Claribel, canary can detect, canary can give the alarm. This is what the specific character of this bird. It has a really acute sensitivity to understand, to feel it. Claribel's unconscious state and her revival, and when the oxygen was given, supplied to it, it revived. Okay, so her revival only when exposed to a sort of oxygen reminded the speaker of what he knew about canaries. He understood what the problem was. And when, the bird had fainted completely, almost collapsed, the supply of oxygen was done, putting a really mask to the bird, and they got the result. The bird was revived, came into consciousness, there was just really movement in its body. It made even sound as well. So this helped the speaker and other crew members to understand what the problem was in the air in the space station. Here the other question is here, other than Claribel's condition, what were the other clues the speaker put together to solve the mystery? What was the other here reason that helped the speaker to solve the mystery other than Claribel's condition? What had happened to the canary bird? Other than that, what was the other event that helped them? Besides Claribel's condition, the other clues the speaker put together was remembering how he had slept badly. He remembered that he was feeling unusualness and he was feeling sluggish, lack of energy, much tired, sleepy, waking up rather tired. He had continued to feel sluggish till that point. He also remembered how canaries were carried by miners to warn them of toxic gas. And then he remembered some other events reminded him. He remembered that the miners, the workers who worked in the mines, they carried canaries so that it could sense, it could give the alarm to them about the toxic gases present in the air. He remembered this, and that also helped him to understand and solve the problem. Other question, that is fifth. It was one of those accidents that couldn't possibly happen. Of course, they are quite alert, and a number of scientists are there to really check everything, because the life is very crucial there in the space station. What incident is the speaker referring to? This incident could not have happened. Then what accident the speaker is referring to? Was the accident someone's fault, some human's fault? Who saved everyone from the accident? The accident happened as a result of a rare eclipse. That was rare eclipse at the space station. Eclipse had taken place, although it was rare, because I have already told you there is no day or night like that, only there is always here day only almost. But there was a rare eclipse that happens rarely. So it was there because the earth came between the earth space station and the sun, and so there was a rare eclipse for a short time, cast by the earth's shadow. This eclipse had taken place due to the just shadow that was cast by the earth. This led to the freezing of a part of the air purifier. Due to this eclipse, short eclipse, what happened? The purifier, some parts of the purifier had frozen. The single alarm in the circuit failed to go off, and there was only single alarm. There were two alarms, one was not working, and one that was single alarm also failed off to give them the information, to give them the alarm. The accident was perhaps no one's fault. This incident that took place was not just, no one was responsible for that, not human error, because it was caused due to a natural phenomenon. Already here mentioned, that was here due to the eclipse, short eclipse. However, not having set up the second alarm, alarm second was one of the crew members' fault. Actually, there were another alarm also, second alarm, and that was not corrected by the crew members. That can be said that it was crew members' fault. The speaker marvels at the fact that a little bird saved them, whereas an expensive chemical and electronic system failed to do so. So the speaker is here admiring, appreciating and wondering, accepting the fact that a little bird, canary, saved them all the crew members there, whereas an expensive and chemical electronic gadget system, that was alarm, failed to do so. That alarm failed to inform them what had happened. Clarivell, the canary, had saved everyone from the accident clearly. So it was canary bird which has saved the life of everyone, all the crew members who were working at that time in the space station. And so here the speaker is admiring, appreciating and giving the credit to that canary bird. So these were some other question answers from understanding the text. We have obviously some more questions, and that is from appreciating the text. That is also very important part of your exercise. At the same time, we have some questions from grammar and uses, words in use, that is to learn. I will share you that one in the next part of the video that is to come. So thank you student very much being with me, listening to me patiently. Thank you. Wish you all the best for your health. Thank you very much.